Live with Russ and Scott.
Special thank you to our sponsors, the Gillette Home team of Keller Williams and Laura Gillette. For all your real estate needs, go to teamgillette.com. And H&R Block of Albany, Corvallis, Lebanon, and Kaiser. For more information on your tax preparation needs, call 541-928-6432. Good morning, everybody. Ta-da, we're here.
I think there's so many happy faces. I love that intro video because it's just like going through a photo album of friends.
Yeah, it's a happy video. And we have the new picture of you and I at the Beaver game this last weekend. Beavers victorious, go Oregon State. Woo, woo. Had a good time, yes. Had to get a few new selfies of Scott and I because I am, after all, hashtag Russ selfie. So you got to have that.
Absolutely.
In there, so.
You are the selfie king.
So yeah, that's so much fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, what, Russ, is going on this week? This is the week before Thanksgiving here in the U.S. Yeah. And so trying to pack a bunch of stuff in, I think, before maybe taking a little break next week. What do you got coming up?
Yeah, definitely. I am definitely taking a break next Thursday, Thanksgiving, and Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. But, it was blessing yesterday. Got to be with you and Ingor, one of our guests this morning, to get my Thanksgiving special recorded for next week. So that'll be playing next Thursday morning. Yeah, marketing with Russ. Got to have that. So that was a lot of fun. And
let's see. Really good.
What the other things that I have going today at noon. Don't forget Social Explosion going on today. Russ Reels Live, and that's going to be at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be a dynamic group. We always have awesome guests, but I have 5 people today: Alan Hennessy, Christine Gritmon. I have Brian Schulman, Nancy Barros, and who am I missing? I
tell you, that's a lot of power. I'm going to have to put that on the big screen because
I know
there's a lot of power for one show, Russ.
Oh, I know. Allison, there you go. Allison, right for you from Philomath, Lamplugh. She is awesome. So yes, lots of power today, but they make me look good. So that's why I bring them on.
That's cool. Oh, I love it. Well,
just kidding.
We are the sum of the 5 people that we spend time with, according to Jim Rohn, and I think he is absolutely right. Well, I'm excited because Trevor Lorkings over in England had finished up printing up the 2022 independent planners. So digital calendars are great, but they don't really help you track your goals, and so there's the goal tracking. I created the independent planner just for solo entrepreneurs, freelance professionals, and small business owners. And so the new ones, and they come so packaged so nicely. And so those are shipping now, independent-planner.com, and there's a little video there that explains them.
I am guessing that that's going to magically appear in the comments and in the show notes today, the independent-planner.com. Yes.
There we go.
And, I just got one from you this weekend, And I encourage everybody to go out and do that. It is a great thing that Scott's put together. So yeah, so all kinds of exciting things. But you know what? The comments are already blowing up. So I think we just need to dive in. We are going to bring our ladies in this morning one at a time. First of all, our good old friend Ingor Van Roy is coming in the house to say, hey, what's up, Ingor?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, I love yesterday, Ingor, when I'm talking about we're doing the Give Thanks special, and you said, we're talking Thanksgiving. I am from Canada, remember? Okay, yes. I was thinking about bringing people from all over the world for different perspectives on that, but I pretty much stuck to the United States and Canada this time.
Well, if it's any consolation, I'm originally from South Africa, so
there you go.
Two countries in one. Why not?
Yeah, really. Right. That's it. Yep. That's so awesome. Hey, well, listen, we love having you on, and you are an amazing person. We know that. But for the one or two people that don't know you, tell us a little bit about what you're doing and give us a little background on Ingor.
Sure. My name is Ingor Van Roy, and I'm the CEO and founder of We Got This Admin. I am a business coach. I help frustrated administrators ditch the corporate world and start their own business. I'm also a live streamer. I have my own show called Inspiration from Ingor, and my last guest was fantabulous. And so was the one before that, which was Russ Hedge. Yeah.
So, I've heard of him.
You've heard of him? Yes, he's an awesome guy. You should look him up. But I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Russ, and thank you, Scott, for having me.
It's always great to connect. And I love your show on Fridays. It's early morning here on the West Coast, but it's a great way to wind down the week, to come on. You just have so much fun on your show. And I'll tell you, the comments from folks, the interaction is marvelous.
I love it. And tomorrow I'm actually having, not tomorrow, but Friday, I'm having a shorter one with only me, because we have the global tea break, and I can't miss it. So
I love it. And that's where we met, when you came to the tea break. And it's such a fun time.
It is. I can't miss not even a minute. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, I want to say that the Global Tea Break is definitely a group of amazing people. Go to globalteabreak.com and look that up if you're not part of that. What an amazing group. Launch you into worldwide connection. So amazing. And then from that, you connect with so many other great people. Like our next guest, Cindy's in the house, going to tell us all about what's going on. Hey, Cindy, how's it going?
Hey, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
So how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's a sunny day here in Atlanta.
There you go. That's nice. Well, it's not always so sunny here in Oregon this time of year. And the other day, actually yesterday, we had some sunshine. I was down in Scott's neck of the woods, down in Corvallis, Oregon, and it was sunny, and I was having a coffee meeting with somebody, and he said, do you mind if we have coffee outside? Because I'm thinking our sunny days are very few from now on. So
I love it. Capture the moment.
You had to take advantage of it. Yes.
Oh my goodness. You definitely have to do that. Yeah. So, hey, Cindy, you are such a great person. We have just got to know each other, and I really appreciate what you're all about, but give everybody a snapshot where you came from and what you're up to today.
Oh, wow. That's a loaded question right there. So I am a vocal coach. And when I tell people that I'm a vocal coach, they immediately think that I'm a singer or that I work with singers. But I really work with people on the spoken human voice, right? Actors, voiceover, artists, people on the corporate side, also judges, attorneys, motivational speakers, comedians, impersonators, puppeteers. They all use their voice in some way, either through creative performance or in corporate and business. And so I have the Milligan Vocal Arts Institute, and we're about the education and research of the spoken human voice. And so I've got a lot of stuff going on. I've got webinars coming up. I have online classes to help voiceover artists or performers use their voices more creatively and to stay healthy at the same time. And I've got a new ultimate voice project that I'm working on, live voice in sports. How about that?
Wow, that's amazing.
Hey,
You know,
and Cindy and I have had such a great conversation. And if you go to my website, dscottsmith.com, scroll down right at the top, I am fortunate enough to have a little video testimonial from Dr. Cindy. Thank you so much. I
Oh,
just
you're
love that.
welcome.
I love
You have given me lots of little jewels
that.
and things that have been very helpful in my business, and I
and,
appreciate that.
and I was so glad that you could come on to the experience with us and share with our audience all this work that you're doing, because we connect through stories, and stories are best told in the human voice.
That is absolutely true. And it's something we really kind of take for granted, unfortunately.
Mhm.
It's because we are using our voices all the time. We're listening to voices, but we're not really focusing on the power that we have in our voices. And so I'm glad to have this opportunity because every time I get a chance to talk about voice, I just kind of really nerd out on it.
well, it was so interesting when you and I chatted. It was not a great voice day for me, and it gets later in the day, I was starting to get a little bit hoarse, and I was sharing with Cindy that I had had vocal cord surgery, doing music and singing all these years, and so yeah, you and I are going to have to get together, and I'm going to have to definitely work on it because clearly I use my voice a lot and I like
Right.
to talk a lot, so I got to make sure I can still talk.
Exactly. And you
Yeah.
can do that. I'm happy to work with you. Absolutely.
Yes. Well, I'm sure you would be. And I tell you, it is just amazing the difference it makes when you really focus intentionally on something like your voice that you're using all the time. And speaking of focusing intentionally, Ingor is a queen of that with all that she's doing in her business. And we've got a lot of Ubuntu, did I pronounce that right? Comments this morning. Tell everybody about that so that people watching today know what they're talking about.
So Ubuntu is an ancient African word, and it's not very commonly known here in the Western world. What it means is I am who I am because of who we all are. Just like what Scott said earlier, we are the sum of the 5 people that we are surrounded with. And I take it a little bit further to say that I look at my community and I identify things that I admire about them, and I emulate those things.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's been more evident today with being able to do that. Like I found Ingor on live through Gail, who's watching this morning, and now I just try. When I grow up, I want to be Ingor. I just want to be with all the things that she's doing. I just want to emulate her.
Thank you. But one of the main reasons, like why I am now a live streamer, is you are one of those reasons for me. Because I remember when I was on your show so many moons ago, not that long, but not that short either. And you said to me, "Have you ever considered having your own show?" And I thought you were insane. But here I am, and I'm doing it. So,
And that's the opening video that you have.
yes. So my opening video says, "I hate videos," and I really do. But I do it because I want to show up and serve others. That's why I do it.
Well,
Yeah.
and you do.
And speaking of serving others, I just want to take a moment and talk about your birthday.
Oh,
Share a little bit about that.
well, my birthday was on September 30th. I turned 40 years old. And I remember a few months ago, I dreaded turning 40. It was this big looming number that was just looming over my head until I saw a post on Instagram highlighting what Meghan Markle was doing, and she decided to celebrate she and I are born in the same year, and she wanted to celebrate her 40th birthday by asking her friends to donate 40 minutes of their time to help those that actually have lost their jobs during the pandemic. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's an awesome way to do it. Let me, you know, gird up my troops, right? My people that are around me, and inspire them to do something good for someone else. So I'm still celebrating my birthday, by the way. I don't think I'm going to stop. But I've asked people in my community to please help me celebrate my 40th birthday by donating 40 minutes of their time to do something good for someone else, and or $40 towards an event that I'll be putting on in Cape Town, South Africa, that is addressing period poverty for women that are in impoverished communities.
Well, I want you to know that I did it, and you inspire and encourage me.
Mm.
And so I thank you for that. I think it's great to take time. Someone brought this up the other day, Cindy, to me, and that was we need to take time to celebrate. I think a lot of times we get lost in the negative things of life, and we need to celebrate the positive things. I know I just was blessed a week ago to celebrate my 1-year anniversary of my book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. Has been out for a year. And I just think that's amazing. And I'm sure that you're dealing with people all the time that have things to celebrate about.
Absolutely, 100%. And I love that. I'm going to jump on that bandwagon, Ingo. I am going to join you on that. I'm going to make a 40-minute donation, and I'm going to do it before Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
So,
Please let me know when you do it so that I can
yes.
help you.
So happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you.
And you're right. I love the holidays, especially Thanksgiving, because it's really a time when people stop and say thanks, even though they don't realize they're always saying it. But I'm going to do a thing where I'm going to ask people to help me give 1,000 thanks. And that's just say thanks for whatever you're grateful for. And, I'm going to see if we can get to 1,000 before Thanksgiving. I don't think it should be that difficult if you just think about it. I mean, I could name 10 things right now, but
Right.
I love that idea with the 40.
Thank you.
That's awesome. I love your idea too about the thanks, because it is a wonderful time of year when we do actually all stop and just think about what we're thankful for. And it doesn't really matter, like we were joking yesterday, what country you're from, what's going on. We should all be thankful and grateful all the time. And we should be all thankful and grateful more than just one day a year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great that we celebrate it, but we just need to think about that, because I think so often, I think it's kind of the foundation of a positive outlook on life to start with being thankful and grateful. Don't you think?
Yes,
Ingor?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. And I love what you do. You told us about that, where you give thanks every day before you get out of bed. That you thank God for waking up, for your family. Yeah, honestly, if we can do that, if we can shift our focus and focus on what's positive, what's good, honestly, what can stand in our way? Really nothing.
Yeah.
And the research says that if we do that, if we take that time, that's why gratitude journals are popular. It's not because it's a fad; it's because it works.
Right. And it doesn't take a lot of energy and effort.
No.
You can do that all day, every day.
Yeah.
And just saying thank you to people is also really, satisfying.
There was a commercial. I forget it was what the company or product was, but it basically was this series of people doing things to help other people, opening doors and things like that, and just helping people out. And then someone would see that person helping someone, and then you'd see them help someone else, and someone would watch that and they would help someone else. And I think the same thing is true with gratitude. When I hear Russ saying, wow, I'm really grateful for my wife, for my children, for the church, for the time that I can spend with my mother, that cycles through my brain, right? And so we all get better.
It's a cool reminder, right? So in light of our conversation here, thanks, D. Scott and Russ. for having us on today.
You
are so welcome. What a privilege for
Brother,
us.
yeah, I have just had this crazy great idea because your 1,000 thanks has just inspired me, Cindy. And Ingor, your what was it? Your 21st birthday celebration, Ingor. And and I think what I'm going to do is I am going to start a new hashtag. Well, it's probably not new, but anyway, I'm going to start intentional gratitude.
Oh,
And really get, because you know how the whole pay it forward thing was happening. Well, I think sometimes people did that out of obligation. If you're in the coffee line and somebody buys you coffee, you kind of feel obligated to buy the next person coffee. No, it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you know what I mean? It's not as intentional because other people are kind of making you feel like, yeah, I should probably do that. Well, I think we should start an intentional gratitude thing where we just do something kind and thank people for what they are and who they are. A person that does that really well, Michael Ray, if you guys have not seen him on LinkedIn, he runs around giving people gift cards and taking little videos, thanking them for what they do in their life. So I'm going to start that intentional gratitude and see if that catches on with people, building up to.
Or as I just think, as we're coming up to 2022, we could create a little movement.
yes.
Maybe hashtag 1,000 thanks.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
And focus on that for 2022. And let's just see, because I know each of you have a great community that you're connected with, and the people that are watching this show. Oh my gosh. If we did that, I believe we could change lives in 2022.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great idea. Yes, let's do it. I'm here for it. 1,000 thanks.
That's it. I love it.
I think we're going to hit 1,000 really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody, 1,000 thanks. Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, anywhere you have hashtags.
Yes.
Throw that into when you're promoting your shows, when we're making comments. Let's do 1,000 thanks, and let's see if we can get that trending, because it's so helpful.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
I agree. I think the more that we can be thankful and gracious for, and just for all the great things in life we really truly have, right? It is beyond measure how much we've been blessed with. And I think sometimes we need to really stop and give that more thought. And I think hashtag 1,000 thanks is an awesome idea. I think we need to do it. We already got people jumping on board.
Yes, I love it.
Well, if Liz is on board, oh my goodness, it's all over.
And you know what? With the 1,000 thanks, it's so simple to do, and I think it can easily catch on because people really do want something to connect with, something really positive. And if you think about how quickly we have gotten to November 2021, right? I mean, last year was crazy, but here we are, almost at the end of 2021. We could have been doing this all along, but I like that idea for now. I'm for it.
Hey, the best time to plant a tree, right? 50 years ago and today. And so 1,000 thanks. I look forward to the stories that go on with this. Yeah. And we'll do some special shows around this.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Just continue to build on the theme. Because I think that's amazing. The more people that get involved and are thoughtful and intentional about it, the better. So that's great. Well, guys, this has been awesome, and I'm also losing track of the clock. Oh, we're actually doing okay.
We're doing really, really good, Russ.
I know. I was shocked. I wasn't even watching the clock. I was having so much fun talking about it. Hashtag 1,000 thanks that I totally lost track of that. But so listen, I want to give you each a chance to give us your last thoughts and tell everybody how to get in touch with you. And you got time. Just give us, what you want to leave people with today. And we're going to start with you, Cindy. Dr. Cindy Milligan, you are on.
Well, thank you again for having me. And I'm really grateful also to meet Ingor. But right now, what I'm working on is I have this digital course to help people with their voices. So if you need help in any way using your voice more intentionally, using it creatively. And by the way, let me just throw this in here. D. Scott, your voice is sounding great. You got that warm, rich tone going on right now.
Thank
I
you.
was
Thank
listening
you.
at that. Did you hear that? That was
I
great.
thank you 1,000 times.
You thank me 1,000 times. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yes, so I have a webinar coming up on December 9th. And this particular one is for voiceover artists about how to listen to your voice. And this is kind of one of those things that we don't pay a lot of attention to. But if you're paying attention to how you sound, because there's so many subtle nuances in your voice, it's really just a great opportunity to connect with people. The other thing that I'm working on is a project called Hoopcasters. This is the ultimate in voice, where I have a colleague friend who is a retired professional NBA player, and he's the hoop in Hoopcasters, and I'm the caster because I have a background in broadcast journalism. And so what we're doing is we're teaching kids 8 to 12 the science of basketball. That's the part that he teaches. And I teach sports journalism, how to call plays, do color commentary, interview coaches and players. And so this is like a really cool thing that we're working on right now. And it's like the ultimate use of voice. You got to be live. You got to put the energy in there and not yell at people, but we're going to get the crowd all hyped up and everything. So that's another project that I'm working on, the Hoopcasters. So you can reach me through milliganvocalarts.com and hoopcasters.com. And of course, on all social media, Milligan Vocal Arts and Hoopcasters. So I'm just really excited about 2022. And actually, I'm excited about the end of the year because I think we're going to leave out here with a bang.
I couldn't agree more. I think this is going to be a fabulous rest of November and December, leading into an outstanding 2022. It's one thing I always encourage people: don't overlook what's happening now,
Right.
which you're obviously not, and be thankful for what's happening right now, and then push into a positive future. And I would like to say Scott's voice. Yes, that's another thing. When I grow up, I want to have Scott's voice because my kids all call him the radio voice. He's Mr. Radio Voice Man. And well, my kids are adult children now, but anyway, yeah.
Yes,
All
we
right,
all appreciate Scott's warm, wonderful tone.
Thank you.
I'll try to talk like Scott. I can't do it. So anyway, all right. All right, Ingor, you're up.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Scott and Russ. It's been awesome as always. I anytime that you ask me to be on a show, I'm like, yes, no problem. I'll make it happen. I'll make myself available because I know how much fun I have when I chat with you and you, Scott. So thank you. It's a privilege and an honor to be here. So I am actually an executive board member for Heart to Heart Business, or H2HB. And I'm the executive director for the North American division of that same organization. It is my passion project actually that I'm working on right now. That because my family and I are traveling to Cape Town, South Africa in January of next year. And I just decided that I'd like to do something in the name of H2HB to go there and make a difference on behalf of H2HB and all its supporters. So that's why, that's how our event came into being. So we are currently working on this project. The event is geared towards, like I said earlier, addressing period poverty for some women and girls that are in impoverished areas in Cape Town, South Africa. And period poverty is when somebody really cannot afford feminine hygiene products. I know for us that are in the Western world, that's almost a foreign concept. But there really truly are people who have to make a decision between paying for a meal for their family and paying for feminine hygiene products for their daughter. That's why there are so many girls that actually miss out on school when it comes to that time of the month. I have 3 daughters, so this is something that is very close to my heart because I can just imagine if I had to be in that situation. And so we're working on that. If you would like to donate towards that cause, please do so by visiting h2hb.com, and there's a donate button in the top right hand corner. anything will help. Our dollars go a long way in South Africa. And, at this point, we've identified that about $80 will address the need for one person. So we are striving to make an impact. And for me, my life statement is to positively impact the lives of others. And I just want to do that every day, regardless of what it costs or how much time it takes for me to put into that. So
Mm.
thank you again for this opportunity. And if you'd like to connect with me, you may do so on LinkedIn. I am Inga van Roy, and the CEO and founder of We Got This Admin. So thank you so much, and have yourselves a blessed day. And thank you for tuning in, everyone that's here.
Well, that is an awesome thing you're doing, Ingrid.
Thank
I can't, having a wife and a daughter, I know what what a big deal that would be. And so I am
Mm.
on board. I'm going to h2hb.com. I'm definitely donating part of that. And yeah, I encourage everybody
thank
to
you.
get on board with that. And don't forget, everyone, to also hashtag 1,000 thanks.
1,000
Let's get that moving. Let's get that out there. I'm going to find the hashtag again here while we're talking, because we had it up here a million times, and now I'll find somebody that put it up. There it is.
There
And
it
so
is.
there it
Thank
is.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, thank you all so much. I mean, what a blessing, really. Ingrid, there's a reason I ask you on shows all the time, and that is because you're such a blessing to me. And Cindy, it's so great to get to know you and have you as a friend. And you're an amazing person. And you and I are definitely going to talk more, because I could definitely use help with my voice. I'll never sound like Scott, but there you go. I don't think I need that. I just want to be able to talk. So
Right.
that'll be good. There you
Yeah.
go.
Excellent.
So yeah. So anyway, thanks so much. I'm going to send you two to the green room so Scott and I can wrap up. See you in a minute. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Russ took himself out.
I did it again. I got to hit the right buttons on that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That was good. Yeah, I thought Dr. Cindy and I were going to wrap up. Hey, I have goosebumps. This
Yeah.
1,000 thanks. So sometimes you just never know what's going to happen when
Right.
you open up the show. But today on the experience, I think something's happened.
Yeah, I think so. I think that, it's so important, and I like that so much because it's nice and easy. But,
Mhm.
I get back to, we all have to be intentional, and in being
Right.
intentionally thankful is so important. And this hashtag 1,000 thanks is a great
Mhm.
way leading up to, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, great. If you don't, just celebrate being thankful, because
Mhm.
we should be that way every day. And Scott, that's awesome. And Cindy has just inspired us today with that. I
Yeah.
mean, they both inspired us
Yeah,
completely.
yeah, exactly.
So
With
I just think,
Ingrid's birthday celebration, what a great idea. And I know she's put that out, and it's a way, again, to choose to live a life that makes a difference.
yeah, it's true. And, when we talk about the experience of life, like Liz is saying,
Mhm.
this is the experience, is blessing each other, is building community, is
Yeah.
working together and coming up with great ideas,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
I'm just noticing that my computer's about to die while we're talking. So I'm going to plug it
Ooh.
in.
Well, you plugged in the power, but you unplugged your audio. You got quiet all of a sudden.
No, I'm back. There you go.
Okay.
But
All
yeah,
right. Okay. I thought maybe your voice had gone out, and we were going to get you connected up with Dr. Cindy right away.
yeah, there you go. It did mute me, but I got that. So thanks for doing that. But really, listen, everybody, Scott and I are all about building community. We are
Mhm.
all about being thankful. And I've told everybody, Ingrid brought it up, but every morning, the first thing I start with before I get out of bed is being thankful. And I
Yeah.
encourage you today, intentionally be thankful, and then show them with your smile,
Mhm.
what you say to them, how you treat them, and do things for people. Whether you buy somebody coffee this morning, or whether you just go out and tell somebody how much they've positively impacted your life, it doesn't take money to be thankful. And so
That's
we
right.
want to encourage you today. Hashtag 1,000 thanks. Let's get it out there, because I would like it to blow up to 1,000,000 thanks Let's start with
agree.
1,000.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, one thanks at a time. Hey, Russ, what have you got coming up this week? Because I know it's we're winding down before we start giving thanks next week. But what do you got coming up?
Well, I'm just so excited about all the things that are going on. And today at noon, I told you at the top of the show, Social Explosion. It's with Allison Lamplugh, Brian Schulman, Nancy Barrows, Alan Hennessy, and who am I missing? Christine Gritman. There you go. There's 5 people. I have to remember all that. And so it is true that you are the average of the 5 people closest to you. So I continue to grow that 5 people. And Cindy and Ingor are definitely in that group. The more positive people I get around me. And so I also have another Marketing with Russ coming up Thursday, every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Marketing with Russ. That's 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And just some other amazing things, but too much to mention right now. But I'm just super excited about all that God has blessed me with. And I'm thankful, Scott, again for you. I wish that you and I could go to the football game this Saturday again, because it was so much fun last week. But I'm going to miss out.
To hang out with you in real life, IRL, as they say. So
yeah.
Well, I've got tomorrow is the Business Builder Throwdown. So I encourage people to tune in there. Go to businessbuilderthrowdown.com and you can watch it live there and find the links. And then, of course, on Friday, it is the 3rd Friday of the month, which means it's the virtual Global Tea Break, co-hosted by myself and Alan Hennessy, who people will be able to see this afternoon. But that is a wonderful time. And it's free networking, international networking. And we just love connecting people there. So globalteabreak.com. Make sure you tune in. We have met such wonderful people through that show.
Oh, yeah. I got to make sure that's on my calendar. That's this Friday morning. Never want to miss that And we've got it here, globalteabreak.com.
There we
are. You know, I just have to say, because she came out as herself, there she is, Ever, who is my great friend and wonderful teammate and who makes me look good and is doing so much behind the scenes for Scott and I during the show. Thank you, Ever, for all that you do. And she tells me not to shout her out, but you know what? She's doing a great job. I just have to do it.
1,000 thanks.
1,000 thanks. Yeah, that's it. Definitely. So, all right, Scott. Well, listen, been a blessing to be with you as always. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Remember, Scott and I are here every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're here to bless you and talk about the experience of life and wherever that may lead us. And until we see you again, have an awesome day and an awesome life. See you later.
Enjoy the experience.
Thanks for tuning in to The Experience Live with Russ and Scott. If you enjoyed today's show, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or subscribe on YouTube. See you next time.